Budapest, Hungary. From its stunning Hungarian architecture to its array of world-class Michelin star restaurants, this magnificent oasis of the Balkans truly has it all. Today, we're going to take you on a tour of this picturesque metropolis and uncover all of the amazing vegan and plant-based cuisine this wonderful city has to offer. Without wasting any more time, let's get into it. We skipped the nearly 10-hour drive from our home in Germany and opted for the train instead. We stayed in an Airbnb right in the heart of Budapest in the bustling Város neighborhood, situating us near public transit, historical sites, and most importantly, the best food the city has to offer. The first stop on our tour was Green Gorilla, a 100% vegan pizzeria with a chef with years of experience making pizza in Italy. Justine ordered the classic margherita pizza, which was topped with the usual suspects including mozzarella, spinach, and a decadent tomato sauce. I, on the other hand, ordered the Hawaiian pizza, which featured cheese, pineapple, and a vegan ham, and it was amazing. This was a great first stop on our tour of Budapest. We woke up bright and early the next morning and decided to head out to check out some of the most popular sites around Budapest. I can't tell you guys this enough. Budapest is a stunningly beautiful city shrouded in historical monuments, castles, museums, sprawling parks, and statues everywhere you look. Our next stop was Flow Coffee and Bistro. This popular coffee shop slash bakery has garnered quite the reputation for making divine coffee creations and several pastries and cakes to satisfy your sweet tooth. They also make pre-made sandwiches and bottled juices to take on the go with you. I recommend the strawberry juice with chia seeds. It was super refreshing on these hot days here in Budapest. We both ordered the vegan omelet. It was actually really good. The tofu-based egg was a little soft for my preference, but the crunch from the veggies helped balance out the overall texture of the dish. Literally just a few blocks away is the popular Terror Museum, which highlights the history of communism in Hungary and the impact it had on the European landscape, most importantly, leading Hungary to where it is today. At this point in the day, it was approaching 30 degrees Celsius with a high percentage of humidity. To cool us down a little, the next place we stopped was ANJUNA Ice Pops. This tiny popsicle stand is big on flavor, and they make popsicles for all palates out there. We messed up and only ordered 2, but we definitely made it count. Justine ordered the strawberry and mango, and I ordered the mango and passion fruit. We were so blown away by these popsicles that we came back 2 more times during our trip. After cooling down a bit, we hopped on a train to explore the Buda side and take in the breathtaking views of this amazing city. Next place we checked out was Vegan Love, a fast food restaurant making many of the popular junk food eats found around the world. Burgers, hot dogs, fried foods, etc. If you're looking for an epic cheat meal, this place has you covered. We ordered the mac and cheese, chili dog, and the Big Kahuna burger. Sadly, the mac and cheese didn't have the most flavor, but luckily the chili dog and the Big Kahuna certainly made up for it. During our time in Budapest, we kept noticing these chimney cake stands all over the city, so we finally decided to stop in and give one a try. We ordered one with cinnamon sugar, and it was pretty good. Kind of reminded me of a pretzel. The next day, we hit the ground running and continued to explore this beautiful city. For breakfast, we visited NASPOLDA for some raw vegan sweets. They offer every cake and tart imaginable here, from tiramisu to carrot cake to strawberry tart in raw vegan form. We ordered a few of their cakes and tarts, starting with this decadent carrot cake with orange blossom water, this tasty strawberry mascarpone tart, and this strawberry, fig, coconut, vanilla, and lilac flowers sweet treat here. These are the first sweets that I've ever had that I didn't feel guilty about eating. This was hands down one of the best raw vegan experiences we've ever had. This was such an amazing place. We even reordered a few of the sweets because they were just that good. For lunch, we headed over to Hummus Bar to eat one of our favorite food combinations, falafel with pita. And this place definitely did not disappoint. The sandwiches were loaded with liberal amounts of hummus, falafel, and crisp veggies. Despite this place being a chain found virtually throughout most of Budapest, it really tasted authentic, and I could eat here weekly. After lunch, we continued our exploration of Budapest. walking near the Danube River, we came across this restaurant called GASTROCAFE. They make sandwiches and an array of other goods, but we noticed lasagna and gazpacho soup on the menu, so we had to order it. They were both pretty good. For dinner, we visited one of the most popular restaurants in all of Hungary called MENZA, and it was right next to our Airbnb, so we were pretty lucky. MENZA is not 100% vegan, but they do offer an array of vegan options. We started off with drinks and the hummus plate as our appetizer. The pita was soft and fluffy, and the hummus was flavorful. It even featured roasted cauliflower. For our entrees, Justine ordered this cauliflower steak with sweet potato and chimichurri. The amount of flavor in this dish was out of this world. So good. I, on the other hand, ordered the brown rice fusilli with spinach and Asian mushrooms, and it was hands down one of the best pasta dishes I've ever had in my life. MENZA is a must-eat stop while in Budapest. We then topped off our night by walking through the legendary Ruin Bar district. The next day, we checked out of our Airbnb and into another closer to the train station, and then headed to a famous vegan restaurant called KOZMOSZ to try some veganized Hungarian dishes. We started off with a Hungarian beer called Dreher, and then we ordered the goulash soup, which even on a 30°C day, it was really good. It had tons of flavor. Justine ordered the gyros, and I ordered the seitan stew with nokedli. This was bomb, so good. The nokedli reminded me of gnocchi, and the stew had loads of great spice and flavor. We didn't plan on ordering dessert from here, but when I saw that they had Napoleon cake sitting on the dessert carousel, I just had to order it. It was the perfect combination of a flaky crust and a sweet, decadent custard. I could eat this every day and never get sick and tired of it. Full of some amazing Hungarian food, we decided to head back over to the Buda side to see the Matthias Church and the Buda Castle. Sadly, the funicular was being maintenance, so we ended up having to take this tiny cart up the hill. This picturesque Romanesque style church was originally constructed in the second half of the 14th century. We then walked the 197 steps up the tower to get a 360-degree view of all of Budapest. The final thing we saw was the Buda Castle, which has now been transformed into a museum. After exploring the Buda side, we then headed over to Los Vegans back on the Pest side, a popular restaurant that also has a food truck and a massive menu. Justine ordered this gigantic burrito with steak fries. It had beans, rice, corn, onions, and it came with a nice vegan sour cream. Justine loved this burrito. I personally ordered the chicken burger, and it too was great. For dinner, we visited Vegan Garden, a 100% vegan restaurant with a large menu consisting of an array of dishes from pizza to casseroles. We ordered a couple of Moscow mules and 2 tasty dishes. Justine ordered the eggplant casserole, which unfortunately did not live up to her expectations or my expectations. And then I ended up ordering the porcini pappardelle, which helped revive our eating experience because it was really good. On our final day and for our final restaurant stop, we went to a restaurant that was recommended by other restaurants throughout Budapest. And that place was SZABAD BISTRO. SZABAD BISTRO offers an array of beer, whiskey, gin, vodka, rum, as well as a full vegan menu. We were beyond full at this point in our trip, and we had a long train ride ahead of us, so we decided to order something small and light. We ordered the spring rolls, and these spring rolls were unbelievably tasty, and the accompanied sweet Thai chili sauce really rounded out the dish. It had tons of spice, tons of flavor. It was so good. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to complete our tour of Budapest. I never in my life expected to have some of the best vegan food I've ever had in the Balkans. But here we are. Budapest has managed to prove that excellent vegan food can be found in some of the most unlikely of places. So keep an open mind, get out there, and explore as much as possible. As always, thank you for the continued love and support, and we'll see you next time.